Welcome to Get a Clue, Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game. Okay, it's been a couple weeks now, and I decided, my problem was that I have so many games to talk about that I kind of just locked up and I just couldn't think, which one do I pick? What do I do? And finally this afternoon, I sat down and I decided, okay, if you want to talk about old games, oh, by the way, I have a new iPad and we're testing it out. My old one is at least 7 years old and had started glitching. And so I finally got a new one, and we'll see if the sound is better, if the actual recording is better. We'll see. Anyway, so I was going over the list saying, I have lots of games that are new to me, but they've been around for a few years. But what you probably are most interested in are games that are coming out like now, to get a clue about these new games. So I went through all my 2024 games, either that I own, I played, or are on my wish list, and any combination of those. And I said, okay, the ones on my wish list, I'll put aside for now because I don't have them. The ones that I've played but I don't own, I put those aside as well. And I ended up with a list of 10 games that I have played that I own. One of them is a medium level, so it's off of the charts, no problem. And it was definitely, for me at least, outside of the casual level. I knew that it was something more than. And then, excuse me, then I had one that no one is selling. I got it as a Kickstarter, and I have not found anyone selling it. It's called, I'll tell you about it, Molehill Meadows. Molehill Meadows with Kickstarter. But I tell you this in case you happen to see it in a game store. They obviously would have had to buy it through the Kickstarter. And if you find it, it's a very difficult one to find. It's a very simple game. And so, keep your eye out for it and see if it looks interesting to you. In the meantime, I decided to just go alphabetical. I'm used to, with my old iPad, the camera was over there. And so I would look there to be looking into the camera. But when I took a picture, I realized that the camera is in the middle now. So I am trying to not look this way, but look center. Anyway, okay, so we're going alphabetical. And the first game on that list is this one. Now, the designers are Portuguese. So this is in Portuguese, kind of like Azul was a Portuguese designer. Águeda or Águeda is, City of Umbrellas. In Spanish, it would be pronounced Águeda, but it could be Águeda or Águeda or something like that. Don't know in Portuguese, but this is what it is, and this is what it's called. And 25th Century is the publisher right now. There's also the Umbrella Project and 25th Century. Okay, so this is the game. I'm going to call it Águeda. Okay, so let's get a clue about Águeda. C is for components. What are we going to find inside this box? L is for length of play. How long does this game take to play? U is for uniqueness. Does this game remind me of another game, or what are the mechanics in this game that I might recognize? And E is for ease. How easy is it to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? See, I'm looking over here. How is it on your pocketbook? After 3 years of looking this direction, looking straight on is a little strange. Okay, the first thing you're going to find in this box, and I will tell you there is a lot in this box. You have the instruction book in English and in Portuguese. Okay, English and Portuguese. So you have that. And just get my little table here. You will have a bag, and in the bag you will have all of these beautiful, let me put it up there we go, beautiful umbrellas. Okay, all different kinds of colors. Each color has a different design. I'm gonna tip it so that if someone is colorblind, they can go by the design. Okay, and this bag is full of these. There's a huge number of them, and they are a nice hefty plastic type thing. So it's like, have that. And then you have, and I've obviously split these up by color. I have played this game only once and on solo mode. In fact, when I decided I was going to do games that I had played, I used my app to see which ones I had entered to play, and it said I had played it, and I'm looking at it going, I don't remember it, I don't remember it, I don't remember it. And it's because I played it on June 2nd, which was the month that my sisters and I were taking care of our mother in home hospice. And I obviously took a break and went into the dining room and played through this, taught myself the solo mode and organized it all. So I've organized by color, the red and the kind of like a purple or lilac, black, or is that a deep blue? That's a deep blue. A light kind of aquish blue. Nail snood work. And yellow. And so each of these bags has the starting items that you need. And I'm going to pull up the English thing so I can look up the name of some of these pieces. Obviously, you have the tourist meeples, the tourist tiles, and let me see what else is in here. Tourist tiles, and then the mural tiles, and I think that might be all that's in here. There might be I think that's it for in these little baggies by color. We have a bunch of extra baggies, so they didn't shortchange us on that at all. And me saving punch chipboard that I might use for something else, you know. Okay, then you have cards, and you have 18 shop cards, 10 tour guide cards, and a solo end game scoring card, all in this little packet of cards. They gave us, okay, so that we have these wooden shop markers. So we have wooden shop markers, and I think the bicycle one is like the first player. It's bicycle token. That's what they call it. Okay. And you have these small wooden scoring markers in the 5 colors. This plays 1 to 5 players. And then you have some chipboard coins. Okay. Chipboard coins, and what cards are these? Oh, yeah. These are Portuguese. They give you a whole set of the cards in Portuguese. So not only do you have the instructions, but you can literally play it in Portuguese. So if you have family members who are Portuguese or whatever, this is one of those games where you can really, fully play it in Portuguese. And then you have the 5 cafe boards. Each person will have their own cafe board by color. Okay, and then we'll have 5 player boards. They look like this, okay? And they are good, solid chipboard. They're wrap around so that there's no rough edges on these player boards. And then last but not least, bottom of the box is the scoring, the market board. Okay, on one side it's in English, and on the other side it's in Portuguese. Okay, and that is it. I just emptied out that box. There you have it. Those are all the components in this game. And then we're going to continue. Let me dump some of this back in here so that I'm not, I need to read my notes over here. I just covered them all up. Okay, so, excuse me. For length of play, the manufacturer says 20 to 40 minutes. And again, I guess once you know the game, you can play it quicker. But in the meantime, you probably should be thinking closer to the 40 minutes. And if you're learning it for the first time, probably an hour. Okay, so it's 20 to 40 minutes with that caveat. Again, I told you it plays 1 to 5 people. There's a solo mode and then 2 to 5. Let's see. Uniqueness. What sort of game is this? Well, it definitely follows the kind of games that I like, which are tile placement, puzzly, trying to maneuver things to be in the best place for scoring. And this is no different. It's a pattern building, tile placement, worker placement. You have those little meeples, you place them someplace, you get something from them, and you lay it out in a pattern to create the best score. That is the game. That's basically the game. So if you like tile laying or worker placement or pattern building, this is a very beautiful game that can fit right into your wheelhouse of games. After uniqueness is ease. How easy is it to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Like I said, I have only played it one time solo mode, and I enjoyed it, and it was beautiful. I think it did take me at least 15-20 minutes to wrap my head around what I was supposed to do in the game. But it's not one of those that's going to take you 2 hours to figure out, for sure. When you first are learning it, like I said, if it's more than just the solo mode, I would give it an hour to learn and to play it and to refer to the rules in between when somebody is not sure what they're supposed to do or something like that. Once you have someone who knows how to play it, it should go much more smoothly. But I would say, give it an hour, but about 15-20 minutes to actually learn what it is you're supposed to do, especially if you're not a hobby gamer, like, have several hundred games or something like that. If you're just somebody who likes to play games, and have played all the games that we all grew up playing, but you want something new, these are beautiful. And how easy is it to find, and how easy is it on your pocketbook? I found it in all 3 places I looked. I found it on Amazon for $45. That's a little high for it, really. I think that is full cost. Let me think. Actually, I think it might be, no, I think that is full price. That's retail is 45. So Amazon has it for 45. Game Nerds, it was the next place I looked, and they have it for $36. But they also have the deluxe version, for 44. Now I can remember thinking only $8 more for the deluxe version. Usually, like, I have another game that I've been playing this week. It's very easy and I can play it in 15 minutes. And it'll show up later in this series of this year games. A game that if you get the retail version, it's $39. If you get the deluxe version, it's $69. And I'm here going, I can't afford to spend $30 extra for the deluxe version, even though I love it and it's beautiful of this other game. But in this one, I went looking, what's the difference between the regular and the deluxe? Because $8 is not that much difference. I could tell you, hey, get the deluxe one if you can get. The only difference are the coins. In the regular version, these are the coins, the chipboard coins, okay? Nice, thick coins. In the deluxe version, they're metal. That's the only difference. So, if you're looking to just get the game and enjoy the game, you can get it for $36 at GameNerds.com. If you look at MiniatureMarket.com, they only have the retail and not the deluxe, and they have it for the same exact price, $36. So you can get it on Amazon for $45, Game Nerds for $36 or $44 for the deluxe, and Miniature Market has it for $36. So there you have it. That is the CLUE about the game. Let me kind of halfway hold it up because it's full of stuff now. Águeda. Or Águeda. I'm not sure how to pronounce it in Portuguese. Anyway, until next time, happy gaming and God bless you and your family. Bye.